abantu babawa enkoko nga tamanyi nti enkoko erya starter. Omuntu bamuwa enkoko nga tamanyi nti enkoko agenda alina okukuma essigiri, alina oteekawo bino ebintu. As long as you have good feed, you have accounted everything, but the management is poor, you won't get good results. But still, if you have good management, good feed, and you didn't do good accountability, still you won't make profit. But again, if you have good feed, you have made accountability, but you don't have good feed.
That's it.
You understand? So there are 3 factors that we consider when starting this business.
Good evening and welcome to this week's episode of NTV Seeds of Gold, proudly brought to you by Bukola Chemical Industries Limited and the Youth Platform Africa on our Expert Opinion segment. Now, imagine resigning from a stable NGO job to start farming from, almost scratch. That's exactly what Judith Bachiya did back in 2000. And 25 years later, she is running one of Busoga's biggest permaculture demonstration farms. Busaino Farm is a mixed farm characterized by livestock and growing fruit with a strong focus on jackfruits, avocados, and mangoes. And we'll see a bit of, value addition. Beyond production, the farm has grown into a center for agrotourism and value addition, producing fruit and apple products for the market. So tonight, we take a closer look at how one decision grew into a full agribusiness, one step at a time.
I wanted something unique that is not being done by everybody. And I realized in Uganda, you only go to homes and find 5 trees, 3 trees of jackfruit, of mangoes, and of avocado that have germinated on their own. And I thought for the first time, let me do something on large scale. And this is where I zeroed on. That is avocado, jackfruit, and mangoes. Jackfruit is the neglected gold, the green gold, I must say.
Yeah.
Jackfruit is the easiest tree to look after. And it does very well in a forest environment. And jackfruit is multifunctional.
Yeah.
Because you eat the ripe jackfruit, which is the favorite for every Ugandan. But then beyond that, there is a lot we are not looking at. Because now the international market is interested in the dried, ripe jackfruit, such a rich snack. And then we have also discovered the young jackfruit, which is a very favorite for the vegan community, especially outside Uganda.
It's a brand new day and there is every reason to be glad in it because this weekend we bring you trend setters. You know when they say that the future is female? Well, there are those who have the past female, the present female, and the future female. We get to meet Miss Judith Bachiya, who has set the pace for women everywhere in Uganda. It is a pleasure to meet you. It is an honor. You are harder to find than money.
Thank you very much. I'm excited that we are here today.
Finally, right?
Yeah.
It is nice to have you on the show. When we talk about jackfruit, we get excited. I haven't met someone that hates jackfruit. They have to be mad to hate jackfruit.
Yeah.
To meet a lady that has actually taken it to thousands of acreage and gone on the global stage, putting the flag of Uganda up there where it belongs, it doesn't get better than this. So, Miss Judith, everybody would like to know what inspired this powerful woman that you are.
When I wanted to go large-scale agriculture in Uganda, I wanted something unique that is not being done by everybody. And I realized in Uganda, you only go to homes and find 5 trees, 3 trees of jackfruit, of mangoes, and of avocado that have germinated on their own. And I thought for the first time, let me do something on large scale. And this is where I zeroed on. That is avocado, jackfruit, and mangoes. Nobody had ever gone on large scale.
True.
Today, avocado, mangoes, people are doing it, but not jackfruit. Yeah.
It is quite unique. It's very rare you find someone saying, you know what, I'm going to go full scale on jackfruit. Now that's amazing. So tell me, you are globally recognized. You stood on a global stage. And that is, on behalf of all Ugandans, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
What does the average Ugandan need to know that, you know what, jackfruit is possible? It may take this long to grow, but hey, when it grows, this is how far we can go.
Jackfruit is the neglected gold, the green gold, I must say.
Yeah.
Because when you grow it, it takes 3 years and it's already giving you fruit, and it will give you fruit for the next 100 years and more. The bigger it grows is the more fruits it gives you, and you get up to 2 seasons in a year.
Yes.
Peak season, but otherwise throughout it is giving you something. And jackfruit is multifunctional.
Yeah.
Because you eat the ripe jackfruit, which is the favorite for every Ugandan. But then beyond that, there is a lot we are not looking at. Because now the international market is interested in the dried, ripe jackfruit, such a rich snack. And then we have also discovered the young jackfruit, which is a very favorite for the vegan community, especially outside Uganda. But we are also promoting it for the Ugandan. If you take a young jackfruit, wash it, cut it into pieces, it's a very nice sauce. If you cook it, it tastes like meat. If you want to taste like fresh mushroom, just add a bit of nuts into it. So then with all this scarcity of sauce for people, it only takes 20 minutes to cook a sauce of jackfruit.
Oh.
And yet it is very, very tasty.
So you just boil it?
You just boil it and put in the spice you want. If you want to put in spice for meat, it tastes like meat. If you put peanut butter, it tastes like mushroom.
Nice.
So that is wonderful about jackfruit. But also, apart from that, if you are not eating the young one, you eat the ripe one, or the seed is also another medicine herb.
Yes.
If you dry it, you can, if you fry it, you can eat it like a nut.
Yes.
If you make powder out of the seed, you make herbal medicine, which is now known all over. Very good for pressure, diabetes, and ulcers. Yeah.
You take it as a tea?
Yeah, you take it as a tea.
Oh, yeah,
But also now we have almost concluded our research. You can make powder out of it, which is gluten-free. And it's different from the normal wheat flour, because wheat flour has gluten, that element that reacts with the people.
Yeah.
This one has none, and you can make, if you blend it, say like pumpkin, you can make very good porridge for children and young mothers.
From the seed?
From the seed of jackfruit. Yeah.
No one tells us these things.
No.
That is not fair.
That's why we are here today.
Exactly. Yeah. So we've got it, getting medicinal, it's food. It's more than a snack. It's more than a side fruit, you know, with your lunch or your dinner. And that is very amazing.
Yeah.
Now, the gold in the seed. Jackfruit takes up to 3 years to mature and start to give you fruit. For you to say, yeah, I'm getting my dividends.
Yes.
The Ugandan out there might want to say, you know what, I could give that a try. Is it possible for them to start? Like, how would you advise? You know, we lose our heads when we see thousands of acres and we think, you know what, I can't afford it. Can your average Ugandan get up and, you know, try this?
All Ugandans, because we have experimented, jackfruit can grow now in all areas of Uganda, because even in the Far East, in Lango, Teso, Acholi, they are growing it now. Because it's drought resistant, it has a very long taproot which can withstand all weathers. And it's not easily attacked by any pesticide. So it is a fruit that can be grown anywhere in Uganda.
So it's very robust, very, very resistant.
Drought resistant.
Drought resistant.
Yeah.
It can adapt to any condition.
Yes.
It is very Ugandan.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Ugandan. We can adapt to any tough situation.
Yes.
So even our brothers in Moroto, the Karamoja corridor, the Kato corridor actually all the way, can actually grow the jackfruit.
Yeah.
You just need to start.
Only to start. And what we've seen is only the eating. But one of the best timber comes from jackfruit, which can make very beautiful furniture, comes from jackfruit. And then as you are pruning, your animals eat the leaves. Yeah, from the jackfruit.
The cows as well? It's safe for the cows?
Yeah, all can eat all the livestock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. I like this. You mentioned timber for furniture. At what point is it less heartbreaking for me to cut down my jackfruit tree to make furniture? Because when I look at a jackfruit tree, nobody should be cutting down a jackfruit tree
at all. But from the day you are growing jackfruit, you may plan that maybe at 20 years or at 10, I'll be cutting it down. So you don't leave it to have any branches, you let it to be straight.
Yes.
So you keep pruning it until it is straight. Then you can decide at certain point. Because it's a lot of decision, because the more years the jackfruit stays, is the more it brings fruit. So at one point, maybe you keep planting new ones, so that the old ones you get timber out of them.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Or we can just stick to muffletry for furniture, because cutting down my sweet. So when you tell me that we don't have to worry about issues with pests, issues with diseases attacking the fruit, issues with drought, because the taproot has sunk its way down and pulled whatever moisture it can to survive.
Yeah.
The challenges that come, especially on large scale, what are they like? Are they that minimal, or there are challenges one should look out for? There are agronomic practices they must consider when they decide to go large scale?
It's when we go large scale, maybe over time you never know the neighborhood. If there are mangoes, maybe with the time, you never know, because there is a fruit fly on a mango tree. You never know that it can adapt. But in the short run now, we've not got those problems as yet. Yeah.
So for now, you can cross-plant with mangoes, and you still won't have issues yet.
As of now. But we don't know whether the fruit fly will not adapt in the long run.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So we can actually safely say it's one of the most organic fruits, because you don't have to spray, you don't have to plant the seed and walk away. Water it.
Honestly, it is 100% organic as of now.
Yes.
It's like honey.
Yes.
Yes.
We should actually hope for that. So what is the process like? I get a seed or seedling, and then what is the typical process? Spacing, your typical garden. If you need to get a bountiful harvest, what must you or must you not do in the garden from the nursery to the plate?
Okay, what we are advising now, you can either do the seedling or you can do the seed. Because the seedling takes shorter. The seed may take a longer time, 3 to 4 years. But also, we are emphasizing the hole where you are going to plant. Because typically, people just open a very tiny hole like for maize, but we are emphasizing, now make it 1 foot, deep 1 foot across. And if possible, you can put some manure, and then you put the seedling or the seed. So then it has quicker and more vibrant growth. That's what we are advising. And then we have experimented, and we thought 5 meters by 5,
The spacing.
The spacing, still the jackfruit can do well. I know what they advise us in agriculture, the extension workers, they used to talk of 10 meters by 10. But we have experimented that even at 5 by 5,
it will survive.
Yeah.
It's also a good thing that it's a taproot.
Yeah, it's a taproot.
So it doesn't have to affect all the others if it spreads out. So that makes utter sense. We don't have to worry about the spraying. So preparation is just about prepare the land, dig it up, make the holes, and plant. Well, a woman after her own heart, a woman feeding a nation. Just amazing. We are going to take a very short commercial break. Do not forget that this show is proudly brought to you by Bukola Chemical Industries Limited and YPA for the expert opinion segment. We'll be back in a few. You mentioned seedlings. Since the seedlings are a lot easier, can someone contact you and your team for these seedlings?
Yes, you can contact us, Bosino Herbs and Fruits, for seedlings, for jackfruit.
Yeah.
We are promoting it and we are doing seed selection.
Yeah.
Because there are certain varieties that are very good. And because they have a firm fruitlet, yeah, and then they grow big. So we are selecting those seeds.
And still very tasty.
And very tasty
Very
as well,
tasty,
yeah.
because big tasty. Ugandans are in for that. We'll take that any day.
Yes.
So, is there anything that you would like to tell our little friends, especially those in the corporate offices? You know, we are very scared. We are saying Uganda's backbone is agriculture.
Yes.
But we need to get people out of that fear that farming, you know, is hard. So what is it that you would tell them to encourage them to come into it?
Is that while you are still there at the office, please start now. Because once you plant the seed, whether you are there or not, it has germinated.
Yeah.
The time you want to reach and look after it every day, it will still be giving you the fruit. So start now if you have your land. Jackfruit is the easiest tree to look after, whether you are there, and it does very well in a forest environment, by the way. Yeah.
Yes.
So please start now. It is the easiest fruit that can be grown. It's multifunctional, and whether you are still in the office, it will be able to give you money.
Yeah, yeah. So Judith, what varieties do you have, and what varieties would you advise somebody, you know, to go into or to go with? And would all these varieties work on pretty much every corner of the country?
In Uganda, I think we have over 1,000 varieties of jackfruit.
You lie.
But what we've done here at Bosino Fruits is to select like the 10 best. And we have certain characteristics we are using to define. If you find the fruit rate that is firm when it is ripe, it is tasty, yeah, and it has a long, the fruit rate is long. That's how we define a good one.
Yeah.
So now we have selected like 10. Most of the time, the red jackfruit falls into that description because it's the best in testing, and it usually will stay firm when it is ripe. Yeah.
Yes.
So we've selected the 10 which we are promoting because they have a commercial value. But we found that they do well all over. But then for the young jackfruit, does not matter what variety you have.
Yeah.
Because by the time we are harvesting it, it's still one white mass. It has not yet put the fiber and not yet the seed. So we are still, any variety can
do for the young one. Is it possible to have these 10 varieties offhand?
They are not named scientifically.
Yeah.
So what we've done is we name them locally here. That there is Bacteria 1, Bacteria 2, Bacteria 3, because scientifically they've not yet been named.
Well, you deserve it. You set the trend, you own the name. Isn't that it?
Yeah.
The farm sits just a little bit outside the city center in Wanyange, and over the last 2 decades, it has grown into a recognized center for permaculture, food production, and learning. We walked in, and from the moment we drove in, we entered a forest, and we kept wondering, where are the jackfruits? Your concept, you walk in and then you have bananas, you have bamboo, you've got the jackfruit, you've got the... This is a little bit new. What is this concept?
We are using a concept here at Bosino Fruits and Herbs called the food forest model of farming. Where we are coming from in the old, we had so many forests that were undisturbed.
Yes.
People walked in and they found everything. The trees were there, the climbers were there, the animals were there, everything, and they harvested and walked out.
Yeah.
So it is the model that we are reviving. Even if you have a small piece of land, you will have everything in that land. And this forest model, all the plants know how to coexist.
Yeah.
You'll find climbers, you'll find those that grow on the grass, then you'll find the trees, even the bananas also are able to exist.
Yes.
Even passion fruits, even the animals are there.
I know.
Yeah. So this is a very tiny piece of land you are seeing now, but almost everything is demonstrated. And also the herbs do exist very easily in the forest environment. So that's why we are promoting the forest model, because people have small pieces of land, but within that small piece of land, you have everything. And then when I go commercial, I don't have to work it alone. Like here on this farm, we are working with our neighbors, whom we call the small garden owners. Because usually people have 1 acre, half an acre, 2 acres. But whatever they grow, we aggregate. And that's what we are doing with jackfruit now.
Yes.
We aggregate almost from the rest of eastern Uganda, and we are able to get the kilograms that are needed on order.
So which means the demand is high, not just within the country, but outside the country. And yet there is not enough.
For sure, there is not enough. For example, jackfruit. At our peak, we can get 20,000 kg order per week, but we have to traverse all the way up to Soroti Lira to aggregate jackfruit enough to get 20,000. Yes. When we are at our peak, we can get 20,000 kg order.
You had me at per week. I thought per month, per year.
No.
Per week. That is very good.
Yeah.
And that is both the young jackfruit and the ripe dried jackfruit.
No, when it is the young jackfruit, is young jackfruit, which is 20,000 kg.
And then
when it is the mature one, it is the mature one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those you can also get up to that capacity.
Yeah.
That's
we
amazing.
are able to aggregate almost the whole of Absoga, and that is very good. We are taking income right into the community.
Of course, you're giving back to the community. You are developing the community.
So that's how I'm promoting the forest model, because don't go it alone, you need to go with the village.
With the village.
Yeah.
It takes a village. I see. When you say that the forest model is a very good way going forward, especially with all this climate change that is coming in, affecting the Pearl of Africa. I mean, we should not be having this problem.
Yeah.
So when we have all these things in one place, doesn't that degrade our soil? Doesn't it exhaust it? Or it doesn't? And say it does, how do we make sure that she's rejuvenated? How do we make sure that degradation is not an issue?
Because one of the things, even when you see the small example we hear, is that you'll find some of the trees are dropping the leaves, and the leaves will keep the soil moist. And then the fact that we are growing different layers, the down layer, the climbers, the tall trees, you find that we create a microclimate where we never get harsh sunshine that comes in. So that decreasing the intensity of sunshine also helps to keep the soil calm and cool.
And cool and fertile. And the fact that you have a variety, some give back, some take.
Some are nitrogen fixing.
That's great. Now, have you seen acreage of jackfruit? I'm about to excite you. We are going to take a walk around and we are going to meet the manager that is manning the grounds. Do not go away, and we'll also have the farming opportunities. There's a lot to learn either way about jackfruit. Stick around, you learn about avocado and mangoes. Welcome back from the break. I am glad that you are still watching. Now, remember I told you that we are going to take a walk around the farm? I lied. We had to take a drive around the farm. We are looking at over 400 acres of mangoes, over 2,000 of jackfruit, and we've got avocado, we've got moringa. Guys, we've got the gold on this farm, and it is a pleasure to have you here on this program, and we're honored to be on your farm, Johnson. So we are meeting the manager and co-director of the farm. We're looking at what, 3 generations, yes?
Yes, 3 generations.
It is nice to have you here on the show. But you have something amazing here. We are looking at a lot of intercropping. You have so many fruits going on here and in a lot of acreage. So isn't that an issue? Don't they affect each other, or do they really complement each other?
So what you're seeing here is a unique agricultural concept called agroecology, where we do not believe in total plantation or agriculture, of totally clearing and having one main crop. We believe in interdependence and working together with the soil.
Yeah.
So that's why you see mangoes, and in between you have an avocado. Now in this section you have mangoes, and then we have some fruit trees like the jackfruit, and also the indigenous trees. So it's our unique concept and what we describe ourselves as an agroecological farm. So this is what you see here.
So how does it affect the soil, positively? How does this concept?
Because this soil, before even we started working here, was infertile, but now we have so many things we can do from here.
Yeah.
Right now it's a dry spell, but you still see there is
a bit of green.
Enough green, because the soil is not being tilled every time.
Yes.
We're not using inorganic concepts. We are only using organic ways. We fertilize the soil using the manure from the animals.
Yeah.
We're not doing total cut down of trees. So the soil is really affected positively, that we can use it continuously for generation after generation.
Yes.
Yes.
These trees take a while to grow.
Yes.
If you look at the jackfruit, that's what, about 3 years or something.
Yes.
You have the mangoes, you have the avocado, and you're still waiting, right?
Yes.
What do you have on the farm that will get you something going while you wait for the mangoes to grow and all that stuff?
Yes. Because now mangoes, of course, they are seasonal. All these things are seasonal. So we have different products. We have, for instance, the bull fattening. Now the bull fattening, we buy cows from local markets. We fatten them for a while, and we sell them depending on the season they need. So that's within 2 months, within 3 months, within 4, and maximum 6. So we term this as a short-term revenue stream. We have the herbs, which we also pack, dry, and that is also sold within a month.
Yes.
So we have also these other products we do value addition. Like now even the jackfruit. The jackfruit tree is seasonal, but because we're in tropical agriculture, it is not that it will only happen in a certain period. When you have big acreage, there's always production in jackfruit. Yeah. Because they are drought resistant, and they have peak seasons, but they keep fruiting throughout.
Keep fruiting throughout, yeah.
So we also found a way that now we also use cold rooms. We have a cold room where we store the jackfruit when they're in peak season, so it gives us a revenue streams throughout the year. Yes. So those, we term them as our short-term streams that give us revenue.
Some revenue.
Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yes. I'd never thought about that. So you mentioned bull fattening, which means we have animals on the farm.
Yes, we do.
And it's very impressive. So do we just have the cows, or do we have more?
We have cows. We have the Boran cows, some Frisians. We have sheep. We have goats. And all this, we are specifically targeting meat.
All the enterprises you have on your farm,
would
you encourage me to get out of the office, get into it? They say, Sheila, you know what? Get an orchard. Do your mangoes, do your avocado, and do the jackfruit.
I would really advise someone to do what we're doing, as long as they have done the right research. and to do a serious market analysis, because markets change every
They
time.
do.
When we planted this avocado, it was hip, it was the best. You know, everyone knew that we are the best. So then Hass avocado came.
Came in, I
And
know.
suddenly we became old-fashioned. So you have to have good market
But
research.
isn't this still tastier or
Yes,
something?
and make sure that you're producing for your right market, the
Yes.
niche market we talked about. Right now we have, in this part of Uganda, our biggest competition is Kenya. Uganda used to be the food basket, but everything Kenya is now importing here. So if you're going to do avocado, have it on the quality as the market for the Kenyans. Because the
Better
Kenyans
than.
take our...
They take it, then bring it back and
Bring
tell
it
you
back
it
here.
is Kenyan.
Exactly.
We need to, I think Ugandans need to hear more of this from the farmers in the East, because the farmers in Buganda and beyond towards the West have no idea. So we have tomatoes in the supermarket and they are
Yes.
branded Kenya.
Yes.
And they're from just around the
They are
corner
just
here.
from
They're from
around
here.
here.
They take them the other side and bring them back.
And interesting that they even now Kenyans are allowed to come up to us, the farmers,
And get
what they want.
I know.
And take to Kenya and repackage
But
it.
what does that do to the farmer on
Yes.
ground? That affects the farmer on ground.
It does.
Because
And the
when the
traders
tomatoes come in, and the Ugandan is being told that the best tomatoes are the ones from Kenya, but they are actually the very tomatoes grown by Teso, Bugiso, and Busoga. So
Yes.
that is not okay for the farmers here that are going straight to the Ugandan market.
Yes.
So
It's very important. That's why I would advise someone, if they are going to agriculture, and specifically what we are doing, do your market research. If you are going to grow avocado, choose the best avocado. If you are going to choose that, what are you going to produce? Because also you're not going to sell whole products.
yeah,
Because now we are in the era of value addition. If you are doing value addition, choose a niche. Don't do everything.
everything.
Yes.
It's advisable to get into value addition.
Specialty. You know, when it's only in Uganda where when you ask people, everyone is a mixed farmer. We all have cows, goats, sheep. But when you go to other places, they have cows, but cows on a specific thing. They have, if they have cows, they
It's
have...
it's milk, and we are
Exactly.
getting so much from the milk.
And if it's milk, they are doing yogurt.
Now they're making yogurt, they're making ice cream.
Exactly. Specifically, not everything. So I think also if someone is going new, because of the market changes and trends, let them specialize. Let them look for exactly what.
Don't try to do everything.
And also not to follow every
Trend.
every trend and story that goes that now there is now money in passion fruit. So I run into it. I really believe you should have passion
for what you're doing.
And passion is good, but also you need to have a business sense to it. Yeah, like if you are going to, if you love specifically, because for me specifically, I grew up in mangoes. I love mangoes. I love jackfruit. Then I always loved meat. I loved going to a nice place, having a good barbecue, and having. So this is where the passion grows into going.
You're Ugandan. The meat is born.
Yes. Every time meat is served, you are very.
We get
happy.
excited. Are you kidding?
So if you are doing passion, do it with a business sense.
Yes. We're going to take a walk around, see a few fruits here and there. They're coming into season, so yeah, you're going to look at a lot of mangoes and avocado coming into season. The jackfruits, we've still got babies, but guys, it's worth it. Let's take a walk around. I know that many farmers that get into fruits and vegetables, they suffer with the fruit flies.
Yes.
Is there an issue on this farm?
Yes, for sure. Where there are fruits, you will expect the fruit fly. It's a very big problem that has been affecting us since we started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we are trying. We have been using very many concepts.
Yes.
Because most of we want our practices to be specifically organic.
Very organic.
So we are using all organic practices now. Like we use the organic pesticide.
What?
We mix garlic. We mix lemon tree. I mean neem tree, and some other thing, and then we spray them at the right time. We need to spray them around 4 times before they fruit. So
what are the different times? Like at what point? At what stages are we spraying?
Especially when it has just flowered. As flowering, fruiting, then when the first small fruits have come in, then then you spray. Because it needs constant spraying.
It does.
Yes.
So it's fine. Because I've noticed most of your trees are free from it. If anything, I think I've only seen one fruit with it. Where did I see it? This. How do you fight it? Because you've got one fruit and all the others are okay.
Yes.
So how are you able to make sure that it doesn't affect the others?
And you see, if it's only one affected, it can affect the whole tree. It's the same concept with the rotten mango.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will spoil the whole bunch. So you have to constantly be searching out for that and you spray it. Now, if you find now like that one, you have to manually even harvest and remove it.
Or you climb and take it down, so it doesn't affect the others.
Yes.
Because the others are healthy. They're very
Another
good.
concept we found, without using pesticide, we harvest the fruits early enough. Immediately they are mature, before they ripen,
take them down.
You harvest all of them. Because the fruit fly likes that color of the mango. So immediately it's mature, we harvest. Because our markets generally want mature mango. They don't want ripe ones. Because they need some shelf life.
They do.
Yes.
They do. You need shelf life.
We harvest all the mature ones.
I see.
Yes.
I see. So
we also have some parts where we even use the fruit trap.
How did you?
There's the fly fruit trap where we tie a string on then we put some it's a sticky paper. And
so when they come, they just get stuck on it.
They just get stuck on it.
And it says the trees.
Yes.
So you put it like higher.
Yes. And the only thing that it's quite expensive at the beginning. You have to put so many around the whole orchard of the mangoes. So we only put it in a specific area.
Yes. What varieties do you have? Because we've been eating mangoes here and everyone is talking about different tastes and all. Mine is sweet but mine is this but. So do you have more than one variety of mangoes on the farm?
Yes, we have Tommy mangoes, we have Kent mangoes, we have one we call the green dodo mango.
Yes.
We have the bire mangoes.
Yeah.
Yes. We have all those specific local varieties and these first generation hybrids that were made. For us, everything we have to look at it at an extensive point of view. We can't. If someone with 2 acres of mangoes can easily change something.
Yeah.
But now with
400 acres.
You have to really plan for it, and it will take years to change it. So that's why we are on these specific varieties of mangoes.
I hear you. We've got the jackfruit, and we've got the mangoes. We've got the avocado. Which one seems to be thriving more? Because you are intercropping, and there should be one that's outdoing the others.
Right now, our star product is the jackfruit.
Jackfruit.
Because it's where we have enough staff to work on them. Because it's feeding us in all ways. Because we are using the small young jackfruit, we're selling them. The big jackfruit itself is also sold. Yeah. Anything that remains, we have the seed.
The thing is, you've got the seed.
We have the seed from the jackfruit, which we make a beverage from.
Yes.
Yeah. Any still remain, which is the
make a
pulp,
snack.
we feed the cows.
Because you roast it.
We also eat.
I have never seen jackfruit trees go that high.
It's because they are old.
But then you keep on,
really
you prune to the side?
Yes, we keep pruning also to the side because sometimes depending on the area we want it. Sometimes we want them to go high. Sometimes we want them to
spread out.
To spread out. So if we want to spread out, we cut the top.
You cut the top?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it's a little baby jackfruits. So is this at the point that we harvest the ones that are sold at baby point, like this one?
Yes, between 1.8 to around 2.5 kilograms. And also not every kind. If it is crooked shape, we don't take it.
Oh, it should be like straight.
It should be straight.
So this one we have to wait for it to get big and ripe and eat.
Yes, that one we shall leave it for. And all these ones that you are seeing are ones we left for eating. And we even discover, things are continued discovery. Every time you cut, like you see here, every time you cut with a knife and you do a perfect cut, more jackfruit sprout. But if you break it like this, the whole stalk, like here you can see
it can't come back, yeah.
It can't grow back.
Look at that.
But once you cut with a knife, you see how it was cut with a knife? It sprouts.
It sprouts.
And new fruit comes.
Does. Look at that. That's amazing.
And anytime you cut, like 2 or 3 come out of food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is one of those over 30-year-old trees.
Yes.
You know, I heard that they jackfruit trees can live up to 100.
Yes, beyond 100 years. If a jackfruit reaches this size of a stem, it must be more than 40 years old.
You lie.
A jackfruit reach, because I can tell you that jackfruit is about 10 years. 10
Really?
8 years, yes, that's a small one.
And this is huge.
I guess you're thinking this goat is 1 year old. Oh, sometimes you might find a goat of 3 years and it is this size. But I want to promise you this guy is 4 months old. 4 months. You can see. So, usually I tell you, so it doesn't matter whether your farming practices are good or bad. If you have a bad breed, it doesn't matter. I repeat, it doesn't matter if you have a bad breed. So this guy, right now, irrespective of if I sell it to breed farm, if I sell it to the breeding market, if I sell it for meat, this guy is about 25 kgs. So 25 kgs times, let's say 20,000, that is 500,000. So this guy is already worth 500,000 right now for meat, not for breeding. But if I sell it to breeding, you can see the breed, I can sell it for 1 million. You see? Yes, I can sell it for 1 million. And that is when I'm just doing it for Bafuna Mpola. But if I'm selling it the same way they sell them to us in South Africa, I'll be selling it for 3 million. Because it is a very nice breed. And this is what we call the YPA breed. This is not a Boer. It looks like a Boer, but it is not. Because you see, it is black, it is brown, it is white. So we mixed 3 things. We mixed Kalahari, we mixed Mubende, and we mixed Boer. So just make sure you do what we call a crossbreed with our local, because our local has the best skin, has the best resistance, has the best growth if it is mixed with Boer. Why? Because it is used to the weather here. But you can't do 3,000 exotic goats. Where are you going to keep them? Where do you get the human resource? But these guys just put normal food. They eat. He's full. You remember the other episode I told you that if you're buying a male goat, you should look here. But this one is a young guy. This one is a young guy. He has not yet released. So don't look here. Unasikiliza? You only look here when you're buying a mature goat. But for a young guy, you just look at the body and fall in love. You take your risk. This guy will only start serving at 1 year. So if it is below 1 year, you cannot see it having a dirty thing here. Maybe 8 months. But even at 8 months, you don't introduce it to your goats. That is why most of the guys you're seeing them here, they are not yet ready to be introduced. They are just winners. We won them from their mothers, and their mothers are now carrying other babies that they will be producing very, very soon. So if you'll be around by maybe 2030, 2040, you will see the mighty YPA tower shooting up the sky. I want to assume that you'll want to be part of that very big tower by joining Youth Platform Africa, the #1 agribusiness product, the #1 agribusiness masters and the leading goat farmers in East Africa.
It's been exciting. We've learned so much, and that sadly is all I have for you today. But don't worry, we are still on this farm next week, but this time it's value addition. And I cannot wait. Keep those comments coming in. #NTV Seeds of Gold. I've been your host, Sheila Nabafo. And as always, it's a pleasure. But do not go away. Up next, we've got NTV Weekend Edition. And you know you're going to love it. Ciao. See you next week.